10 years ago when we were doing cold emailing campaigns, these percentages of open rate or something like that were like 5 to 10% or something like that. Now it's what, 0 point something? Who is reading emails, especially if they're not coming from important people? So definitely it is harder to do content marketing, and especially now it is harder for us because we expanded a service and don't have a niche.
Welcome to Content Kingdom. This is your backstage pass to the people, tools, and the trends shaping the future of content marketing.
And welcome to another episode of Content Kingdom. I'm your host, David G. Ewing, and this is one of our special edition Content Kingdom in the Wild episodes. We are in Las Vegas for Oracle AI World, and it's been a pretty great show. With me, all the way from Serbia, is Nenad Bozic, the CEO of SmartCat, a leading AI development company and somebody I know extremely well. So very excited to have you. Nenad, welcome to Content Kingdom.
Thank you for having me here in Wild in Las Vegas.
It has been wild, not just the usual Vegas wild. Nenad, how's the show been going so far?
It's great. It's great. They rebranded it from cloud to AI and closer to our focus area than it was before when it was just cloud.
Yeah. And I thought the cloud world branding was going to be just a bunch of smoke and mirrors, but actually I feel like they've delivered.
Yeah, everybody has AI tag on their booth. Everybody's talking about it. When you trade, you understand that they are talking in future, not in present tense.
Yeah.
Which means this will be delivered, this will be developed, et cetera, et cetera. So like the rest of the world.
The funny thing is I'm a little jaded on the hype. And so when we put the Content Lion booth up downstairs at AI World, I deliberately didn't put AI on the booth because I felt like it was almost stand out that we don't have it. But ironically, we're the ones who actually have AI in our product. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. Maybe to get started, let's talk a little bit about your journey. So you're the CEO of SmartCat and the founder.
Yep.
Talk to us about the origin of SmartCat.
Yeah, we started our job, our company 10 years ago as a consulting business. We were deep into data pipelines, data transformations, moving data from one part to the other, and we created partnerships with a couple of big names back then, DataStax, Databricks, Kafka. And basically our problem was that we are in Serbia, far away from serious clients all over the world. And we needed to do really good job on marketing side to somehow tell to the world that we exist. Which is really nice because 10 years ago we decided that our basically marketing strategy, but we are engineers. We didn't know that this is a marketing strategy, that we will attend many conferences, then we will reuse what we are talking on conferences to put as blogs, technical blogs, and we will try to do shout outs about that. So it worked pretty well. I remember year 2 or year 3 of SmartCat, we got like 5 clients over contact form. I think this is not happening anymore. In modern world, when we are cluttered with information. But back then, it was really awesome achievement. And our competition, I mean, they were building just plain old software like everybody else. They were in red ocean and we were in green ocean. And we were a niche market. And they got 0, and they were like, you got the leads from contact form, and we were we were doing marketing really good. I think main reason was niche.
Okay, all right. So you had the niche, and then you also, you got a catchy name. So where did the name SmartCat come from?
Yeah, that's a nice question. So we knew that we want animal in the name.
Yep.
To have some kind of easy memorization, and back then we were reading Smart Data book by one of influencers in this field, and SMART is actually acronym, right?
Yep.
Yeah, acronym, and it stands for strategic, measurable. I don't remember. Actionable.
Relevant and timely.
Yeah. And we combined Smart Owl was there, Smart Bear, and Smart Cat, and somehow cat seemed to us like a smart animal.
Yeah.
And also branding agency came up with origami logo and origami story about our brand, and we really liked how cat looks like in origami because it's pointy and we did choose that name, that logo as well. At the same time, GitLab did redesign of their logo.
Yeah.
And they look pretty much the same.
Oh boy.
But they told me that their logo is like fox or something like that. So at least it is orange, ours is blue.
Yes.
So
they're a fox, you're a cat.
Yeah.
It all works out. I mean, the funny thing is when we created Motive, we had hired a brand agency, and I thought they had done like all this due diligence and whatnot. And we come out with Motive, and we decided we were going to use sports figures to describe, Motive, and like use that as like our symbol of like motive power and moving things. And then we found out there was a fitness ring called Motive, and we were like, oh God, these poor people with the fitness ring are going to think that we're trying to steal their brand. So immediately like had to go through, and I went to the branding firm. I'm like, didn't you guys check this stuff? No, they didn't check.
I had a similar story.
Yeah.
I thought we were bulletproof because we hired them, and I thought they are doing research, but probably they're doing research by looking at nice things on the internet, and somewhere, I don't know if that was deliberate or basically just somebody found that logo interesting, probably thought about that, didn't thought about that, but and along with these leads over contact form, we got the email from GitLab.
Oh yeah.
But then I used you know that Google has this time machine or something like that where you can show the snapshot of the website from some time.
Okay.
And basically I figured out that GitLab and SmartCat pretty much in the same week published the website.
Okay.
They exist for longer than SmartCat, but they didn't have orange fox back then.
Okay.
So this was, I replied to their email and told them, hey, we did this in the same week. Plus ours is a cat, yours is the fox, and and of course, as a bigger company, they came to us and removed this, changed it, and et cetera, et cetera. So we managed to push them off, and it was okay.
Yeah, the more things go, the more this like kind of crowd happens and all this other stuff. So yeah. But I love the animal content lion. I mean, we did the same thing. It's nice to have an animal in the brand. So okay, so in these early days, you're making things happen. You're actually getting leads over your website, which is great, and that's coming up. You're writing these pieces. You're going to these shows. How have things changed for you over time? How has that evolved?
Yeah. On one side, we were in specific niche where you can help companies just build data pipeline, and this is like a portion of the business. And we didn't like that. We don't understand that business and that product in front of us. We are just doing basically transformations from where data is sitting right now to where data should be, but we didn't understand semantics about data. We wanted to open AI service as well. In order to provide AI service, you need to understand that business. So in addition to providing AI service, we added also product development, which is really nice because you can really help company. We build content line together, right? 8 years ago, you couldn't do that with us. Probably if you came to us, we would tell you, hey, we can migrate people from OCM to content line, but you need other agency to build a platform for you. We had feeling that we are losing basically full service that we can provide. So we build that. But then you're not niche anymore. You're basically competing against everyone.
Yeah.
And leads from contact form stopped coming.
Yeah.
Also, what changed is content on the internet became all over the place. I don't know about you, but bombarded. But 10 years ago, when we were doing cold emailing campaigns, there were these percentages of open rate or something like that were like 5 to 10% or something like that.
Yeah.
Now it's what, 0 point something?
Right. Yeah.
Who is reading emails, especially if they're not coming from important people? So definitely it is harder to do content marketing. And especially now it is harder for us because we expanded a service and don't have a niche.
Yeah. You know, I think everybody, not just in Serbia, but in the United States, everybody has one word on their mind, and that word is trust. Trust is the most valuable commodity I think any of us can have, and it's so hard to get, right? Because everyone is so skeptical.
Yep.
And now in this world of AI, everybody's stamping AI on every single product. Everybody can simulate things with AI and make them look good, you know? So like the barriers to trust have never been higher. What are you finding is working for you in terms of trying to be authentic and to build trust?
I think we had brainstorming sessions 3 years ago, somewhere when ChatGPT came out and everybody started attaching AI on their website. And hey, we are good with data and AI, but everybody puts on their website that they are doing data and AI. Hey, we are good with this, that, etc., etc. At the end of this session, I came with SmartCat doing AI since 2015. And this since really works well because you cannot fake it. I was thinking what you cannot fake it. When they come to the discovery call with us, at least we have 10 years of case studies. And I can really explain that in 2018, we did that, failed miserably because we didn't have Gen AI to help us out. But so I think this works well when we have somebody on the call, but getting somebody on the call became really tough game, and I don't have good answer for you. I think conferences still work because personal touch and us communicating like this works well. What is working with you?
You know, I find it's the same thing, right? I mean, if you can't establish yourself as an expert and have that social proof, it's very difficult to convince people to come and talk to you.
Reference checks, by the way, I ask you to be our reference check 1 or 2 times. That it's all about trust. I mean, we're a service-based company, and service is all about trust.
Yep.
You got to us highly recommended from our previous client, right?
Yep.
And immediately you had higher trust in us.
Yeah.
Probably. But it's hard when you want to do organic sales and organic marketing because you don't have that trust component, and then you're competing against everybody else. You're saying that you are, I don't know, better, provide more quality, cheaper, whatever is your value that you want to push in front of people. Everybody's saying that, but it is hard. Marketing is hard.
It's very hard, and trust is hard. And yeah, I mean, so just so that the audience understands that, yes, as the founder of Content Lion, I hired you and SmartCat to help us build Content Lion, and you've done a wonderful job. And yes, the decision to hire you was on one hand extraordinarily difficult, and on the other hand extremely easy, because what I did was I went out to the trusted people who I knew had demonstrated success as founders, who had built successful tech companies, and said, who do you guys like? I mean, how do I do this? How do I build a successful tech product with a team when, you know, I only get one pick? That's it. I can't make a decision and say, oh, whoops, I made a mistake, I'm going to go to another firm. By that point, I'll burn my seed capital and I'm done, right? So I needed to hit it right the first time. And so, you know, to me, it was the word of other founders who had said, well, SmartCat. You know, SmartCat, that's the one you want to go to.
And these many companies don't do that.
Right.
They're receiving quote asks for companies that hired somebody, got completely screwed.
Yep.
And now they burned seed capital and they don't have a working product.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's such a tough moment. And you know, from the outside looking in, you're looking at all these sites, you're trying to get to know the sales teams, you're reading the case studies. And you know, sometimes it can be hard to try and understand what's a case study that is real and, you know, is incredibly difficult, and when is it just like a thin veneer of like icing on the cake, right? So even the case studies sometimes can be something that you can approach skeptically. So yeah, I mean, bottling that word of mouth and getting that reputation out there is the thing. I mean, the great thing about SmartCat though is, you know, the word is spreading. And people are starting to hear more about what you guys are doing. I mean, Content Lion is a great example of that, especially in the Oracle space. So, so that's pretty cool. So, all right. So you're at the show. Let's take it back to the show for a minute. So now SmartCat is here. You're meeting people. What's it been like? What have you kind of learned from some of the other attendees at the show today?
Yeah, Oracle is basically far from my focus area for a long time. I work on Oracle database because we are technical people, and then we started working with Cassandra 10 years ago. And Cassandra is deliberately called Cassandra because the founders of Cassandra wanted to have Oracle killer, and by mythology, Cassandra is Oracle killer. 10 years ago, our company hated Oracle because we were really
Yesterday's enemy is today's friend.
But we started working with you. We started working using OCI to host content line. We are using OCI on one more big project that we are doing, and I wanted pretty much to. And I am Java developer. I started with Java, and Java is Oracle product right now. So basically, my goal for this conference was a mix of let's hear where Java is right now. I heard about a couple of libraries to enable Java to work efficiently on GPUs. So this is something that I want to research. OCI and the databases specifically, how Oracle is solving this problem of migration of data, using data in AI products, etc., etc. How to become Oracle partner. This is also interesting to me. And then I wanted to basically spend time with you guys, see the booth, see who is coming, and understand space and OCM space and how Content Line is doing.
You know, a year and a half ago, we started this project on Content Line, and we decided, hey, we want to use Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. And I do remember your CTO at the time being reticent and saying, why don't we look at Amazon? Why don't we look at Azure? Why don't we look at... But I was insistent. I have strategic reasons for wanting to be on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. And so walk me through that journey. What's that been like? What did you hear from your CTO and your team as you guys went from skeptical to now you're doing two projects and you like OCI? What's that been like?
Basically, your request came in parallel with this other project that wanted to migrate to OCI. They were on premise, and they wanted to migrate to OCI because they have some of operation in Africa where you cannot choose much of data centers, and Oracle has data centers in Africa. So we started exploring Oracle, and cost was one big thing. AWS, I think Mattia, our CTO, is telling us that like 5 to 10 times cheaper than AWS. The other thing is that it is AWS, Azure, and GCP built millions of products around infrastructure, and you cannot figure out which tool is good for what. OCI is basically bare instance, and then figure it out. So this is good thing and bad thing. We are an engineering company, so for us it is opportunity. That means that in OCI world, probably companies will hire engineering companies to do stuff, while in AWS, Azure, and hyperscalers, you can just click and connect stuff together. So this made sense to us. And I also liked Oracle has this line of business applications, and SmartCat is AI company, so AI is always solving some kind of business problem. There I saw opportunity maybe to work with users of business applications. For example, now this other client, we are adding agent for marketing automation for one of the Oracle products. Is it Eloqua or you know?
Eloqua.
So we are trying to build AI agent that is doing portion of the work, and it is integrating directly to which I think this conference is all about. But it's showing how to build agents over MCP or on some existing Oracle product.
That's fascinating. So what's kind of coming next as you look down the horizon? What are some of your predictions about where SmartCat's going and what you want to do?
Based on that problem, which I explained, that it is much harder to do the marketing, I want to again narrow down the focus of SmartCat. Basically, till 3 years ago, AI was enough because many companies didn't do it, so it was our niche. Now, I'm thinking to do some narrow focus like Oracle, for example, or Databricks, which is one huge focus of SmartCat, and choose either particular tool or particular solution. Is it vertical or horizontal solution, like agents, chatbots, customer support chatbots, etc., etc. So I'm thinking a lot, and I think in 2026, one of our goals is to have a strategic goal and try to narrow it down.
You've also recently become a Content Line customer.
Yes.
So walk me through what you want to do with Content Line and how it's going to help SmartCat.
Yeah, this is something that if we are developing some tool that can help us, we like to be the user of that tool as well, because then we can suggest stuff, features, and I think it works well. And we had successful moment with Nala, right?
Yep.
So yeah, we wanted to use Content Lion as well. We're Google Drive users. We are putting a lot of documents on Google Drive, and it is becoming really hard to organize Google Drive. Recently, they got this shared drive thing, but it has been really hard to find documents, organize documents, understand where it is. So my idea with Content Lion is to make it first internal marketing and sales tool to try to keep use cases, whatever marketing team doing on Content Lion, and then our website to Content Lion, and then use it both internally and externally. I'm following closely what we are doing and how we are developing, and when is the time to migrate. But I think we are fully ready to marketing and sales.
And one of the features that I really like that you guys built into Content Lion is some of our AI-driven search. Mm-hmm. And so, can you talk a little bit about what's going on there, and like why is our AI-driven search any good? Why is it better than anybody else's?
Yeah. So Search Story is starting in SmartCat from Mikhailo, I think one of our founders. His specialty, he is principal AI engineer, and his specialty is retrieval and ranking. Mm-hmm. And then second event, which is important for this search knowledge in SmartCat, is our mutual friend Lance, who recommended us.
Yep.
He worked on SaaS product for semantic search, AI-driven semantic search. And this is when we started exploring this topic, and it makes sense. We started typing in Google longer and longer queries, and those really skillful with Google search box started using pluses, minuses, etc., etc. In Gmail, similarly, you need to know important keywords, but it makes sense to have an English sentence there, and for the system to understand not what you typed, but potentially what is your intent.
Yeah.
And we suggested to you to build similar thing, because I hate search on Google Drive, which is crazy.
I know, it's Google.
Their search engine.
I know.
And search in Google Drive is, I guess,
a D-. It's just, you can't find anything.
Same search engine that is running Google search is not used on Google Drive.
Not at all.
It's not same technology. So basically, when I type something that I know is in the text, it is not finding it.
Right.
And I told you, hey David, great, asset management, super, but please build better search experience for your users. And then we ran the pilot to basically replicate what Google Drive and others have, keyword search, and to add option for the users to use semantic search as well, and also to use hybrid search. So keyword search, it's easy, matching of keyword. If keyword is in the content, it will find the document. Semantic search, you have English sentence, and this English sentence is explaining what you want to find. But with semantic search, there is a big problem that you are not hitting keywords.
Right.
And then best of both worlds would be hybrid search, where you're using this sentence and matching keywords which are in sentence, but also you're trying to understand the context of the sentence and matching intents as well, and you're ranking the document based on that. So I think it is pretty decent feature, and we built it in Content Lion, and I cannot wait to hear your customers giving feedback on that, and because I think it's a powerful feature.
For all the customers that have migrated over, they've said that we've taken it from like a 1.0 experience in other products to like a 3.0 experience in Content Lion. And so I love the idea that I may not know exactly what I want. I may not know the keywords that I put in there. Especially what we find is that the more technical things get. So if I'm looking for technical documentation or medical information or other things, and I don't know the specific term, right? Like I got walking pneumonia, which has some name like myco something or other, and I can't even remember what it was. But if a user is there and they're trying to find something about that, they can find it just with semantic search by just typing in, even something as simple as shortness of breath, and it's going to start to figure out that, hey, you might have articles that are related to this, and so depending on the technical topic, the search is kind of amazing. And I love some of the KPIs you guys have put behind there so that we can constantly monitor the quality of the search and make sure that we're returning not too many results, not too few results, but kind of that Goldilocks zone of just the right amount of results, and prioritized and ranked based on trying to guess what the user is thinking about. And it's really fascinating. So
this is usually the next feature that you want to develop. When you develop semantic search, you and I, we don't have the same patterns. We are not similarly explaining what we want to find. So semantic search is usually leading to personalization.
Yeah.
And then the key is to store all kind of queries that we are doing against the platform and to learn your patterns and how you are explaining things, etc., etc. And this would be search 4 or 5.0, but we will get to that.
Yeah.
That would be really awesome.
Yes, so machine learning and personalization sounds like just where we want to go, so great. So Nenad, as people have listened to this, if they're saying, gosh, I've got development needs where I need AI, I need creativity, I need what you guys can deliver across applications and across AI and across data, how do they find SmartCat?
They call you. And you refer them to us. Yeah, basically for the audience in USA, 2 of our founders are really well located. The CTO is Matija is in Florida, Mihailo is in San Francisco. So we are present here, we are flying here 3 or 4 times a year to these kind of events, or back in Austin in April, we had the leadership offsite. So we are trying to be present. We are speaking on conferences, technical conferences in case needed, to talk about any product topic in case there is a need.
All right, sounds good. And at SmartCat.io, did you guys take down the contact us form, or is it still up there in case somebody wants to find it?
It's still up there.
Still up there, all right, okay.
But now we are trying, for example, one content marketing moment that we will publish really soon. 3 or 4 years ago, I wrote a blog about the AI pyramid.
Yeah.
So basically, you are trying first to collect data, then you are trying to figure out insights from the data, then you are trying to forecast future, and on the upper part of pyramid is AI. Basically, you're letting your smart system learn over time and become more and more clever. And then we combine this pyramid with assessment, because we figured out that a lot of companies would like to understand where they are. Are they ready? I think a lot of companies and a lot of people a lot of CEOs are asking, is my organization ready? Are people inside ready? Do we have technical knowledge? Do we have right data? And we created a survey questionnaire, which is leading to contact form.
Okay.
So
people can take the survey on SmartCat's.io as well?
Exactly.
Nice. All right. So
we call it that data health check.
Okay. So there's data health check on SmartCat.io. How about LinkedIn? Do you have a SmartCat LinkedIn page, or are you open to taking connection requests from our audience?
Yes, we have a SmartCat LinkedIn page. We are publishing a lot of stuff there. I'm open taking connection as well. We are putting some video content as well. We have R&D department, which is financed by SmartCat, and basically we are creating demos and then shooting videos on demos. It is on Vimeo, I think, or YouTube.
Yeah.
So basically, I think a 3-minute video explainer videos is much better experience than case studies.
Yep.
What were we doing also?
Okay.
I'm not on Twitter, which is crazy for a technical guy.
I'm not on Twitter either.
Yeah.
No thanks. Yeah. So, all right. Well, great. Well, I think our audience will definitely start reaching out to you there. And so thank you so much for being on Content Kingdom.
Thank you for calling.
All right.